Hi, welcome to the Channel 28 news show. Today we will be doing our weekly letter from a viewer. Today's viewer is from Spokane, Washington, and his name is Tommy. He asks, "Dear reporters, why is there a big rock in my backyard? Did an alien put it there?"
Sure thing, Tommy. We'll investigate this. We're going to go back in time to learn more about the history of Eastern Washington, and we'll definitely let you know if there's any aliens involved in your situation. But we're going to turn now to Rachel, our resident geologist in the field, who can give us a bit more history.
Thanks, Diana. That's a great question from our young viewer. What we do know is that boulder wasn't always there. It was transported there, and we don't think it was by aliens. Let's use our new time machine to go back in time and see what was happening there 12,000 years ago.
Traveled back in time 12,000 years. Where I'm standing right now is present-day Spokane, Washington, right in Tommy's front yard. As you can see, there's massive amounts of water flowing all around me. But right now in Spokane, this area is completely dry. All of this water is remnants and has leaked from the flood of glacial Lake Missoula. Look, just to the left, you can see wildlife being swept away by the floodwaters. This is fascinating.
So we know that a large amount of water brought this boulder to your yard, but the cause of this flood was unknown for hundreds of years. Let's go back to the 1920s when they were trying to figure out what caused it.
Glaciers move giant rocks like erratics all the time. It's just caused from a glacier.
That's blasphemy! It's from the Great Flood when Noah saved all the animals!
Excuse me, I'm Harlan Brett. I think water rushed from a huge lake to create a temporary flood.
16,000 years ago, ice sheets called glaciers covered a lot of the land near where you live, Tommy. One glacier blocked a river and created a large dam across it, so it created a lake called Glacial Lake Missoula. One day, that dam broke, creating a huge rush of water to the Pacific Ocean. That water moved as fast as your car can on a highway, 60 miles per hour. It also was as deep as a 60-story building. It wiped out all the vegetation and animals in its path.
Wow, that sounds like one amazing flood event.
Yeah, so you saying that it was the flood that actually moved the boulder into Tommy's yard?
Yes, the water had so much energy that it picked up the boulder and moved it a very long distance into Tommy's yard. This flooding is also a reason that we have such diverse landscapes around us in Washington. Things like canyons, the scablands, and even waterfalls were created by the flood.
Wow, geology is so important. That is just fascinating. Well, thank you guys for joining us on our investigation today. Tune in next week when we hear from Meredith from Wisconsin, who wants to know how you make cheese.